Hey, what's up everyone? I'm going to be doing a review about the Xbox One reveal, and of course my thoughts about it, and thoughts about some information that I found out about after the reveal. And I would have had this done yesterday, but I was at the airport, flew out of town, and was pretty busy yesterday, spending time with family and whatnot. So I didn't get a chance to watch it exactly at 1 o'clock when it came out, but I did you know got a lot of information, checked out the highlights and things like that, and I did watch some of it, but I'm gonna get to that later. But yeah, and I was pretty much trying to make sure I got all my information down and whatnot before making this video, because I didn't want to be making multiple videos and whatnot. But I mean, I know I did it for the PlayStation 4, but I felt like it would be better just to do it in one video, since a lot of information came out the same day and whatnot. So first of all, one thing I did like about this conference, than the Sony conference, was that they actually showed the console. Now I understand why Sony didn't show the console, because one, I remember they said that it wasn't finalized, and two, that they still wanted to have some type of firepower going into E3, so they didn't want to show their whole hand. But since the Xbox reveal was yesterday, less than a month away from E3, they they was able to do that. So they showed the console, the controller. It's pretty much like a 360 controller, but redefined. And they showed a new Kinect, the Kinect 2.0, and that as well was redefined. So I'm gonna start off with some of the things that I thought was pretty cool, and some things that I could see people getting interested in. The whole stuff about you being able to, like, let's say you have the Xbox One on, and you're playing the game, but you want to watch TV. You can tell like the Xbox, TV, and it will go to the TV. And if you want to go to music, you tell it to go to music. And if you want to watch movies, tell it to go to movies. And the whole instant switching thing, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool that you can just be able to do that. Now I know you can just if you have a remote, and you can just do that with your regular TV, but being able to go switch through all those different type of things was pretty cool. They also talked about like, if let's say you're playing the game and you get like a Skype, because you can have Skype on your Xbox. Let's say you get a Skype call. You can have the Skype call on one side of the screen, and you can still be playing your game, or you could be watching a movie on the other side. Or instead of it being like a Skype call, if you want to access the internet, you can have the internet going, and you can be watching your movie, and you can be using like your phone or tablet to navigate with the internet and whatnot. But I mean, if that's the case, I'd rather just use the internet on my phone and whatnot. But it's still kind of cool, like how you can, like, I think they call it like a snapping feature. You can like snap an application on one side, and then you can be doing something on the other side. So that was pretty cool. And you can, like, then they talked a lot of stuff about TV and stuff. I mean, I guess that's cool for people who like watch a lot of live TV and whatnot. Me, I'm mostly on YouTube or Netflix and things like that. The only time I really watch live TV is if I'm like watching like a sports game or something like that, or something that I like what comes on TV, but I don't watch TV like that anyways. Um, and some other stuff that I like, they're also going like what Sony's doing about like being able to record gameplay and stuff. They're gonna let you do that over their cloud service that they have. So they're gonna be doing something pretty similar to what Sony's doing with the PlayStation 4 and the share button. You can do something similar to that on the Xbox One. Now, one thing I really didn't like about, well, not one thing, there was a lot of things I really didn't like about this conference. One thing was that like 80, 85, maybe even 90% of it was pretty much like social stuff, like TV and apps and movies, and music, all that type of stuff. They hardly even talked about games. They talked about two exclusives, Forza Motorsport 5, which I hope like the footage that we saw was like from like their in-game engine, and it wasn't just CGI, because I mean it did look pretty good. Racing games usually look pretty good. So they also talked about I think a game called Quantum Break, and that is a game made by the same people who made the Alan Wake games. And I really didn't understand that what they showed, because like half of it was like live action, and then like part of it was CGI. I really didn't understand what's going on with that, but it's a brand new IP, so they new games. They talked about their partnership with EA, and of course their continuing partnership with Activision. They're both gonna get for both companies, they're gonna be giving Xbox One exclusive content for like the sports games, like pretty much all the sports games that EA has. They're going to be giving exclusive content to the Xbox One, and Activision's going to be giving exclusive content for Call of Duty Ghosts, and of course they will still be getting the Time DLC, so they will be getting it a month before everyone else. But other than that, that's all they talked about with games. Oh, and they did say that they will be having 15 exclusives by the end of next year, and 8 of them are going to be new IPs. Now, if you're hearing that, then you're like, oh, that's pretty good. But then the thing is, how many that's going to be Connect games? How many that's going to be, downloadables? Or how many that's going to be like indie games? Not saying like that's going to be bad, but stuff like that's not really going to make people come in to your console and buy your console. You have to see like, okay, what like big game am I gonna buy for an Xbox One? Stuff like that. So yeah, I really didn't like how this conference went. I was pretty disappointed because even though some of the features were kind of cool, but when you think about it and you think as a gamer, like, what am I gonna do with this? There was really nothing in this conference. I'm just basing everything on this conference. There was really nothing on this conference that made me say, yeah, I have to buy Xbox One day one. Like, as of right now, where I stand, that's really not gonna happen. And the information that I find out afterwards really is really making me not like the Xbox One even more. Just gonna do like a rundown of some of the things I really don't like. Mandatory install for every single game. I know PlayStation 3 you have to do installs for certain games, but every single game on Xbox One have to do mandatory installs. Have to be connected online at least once per day, like every 24 hours. You have to be at least connect your Xbox One to the online. The third one, use games. Well, you have to pay a fee to play used games. And number 4, uh, because Connect has to be connected to the Xbox One at all times in order for it to work. Not the Connect to work, but the Xbox One to work. It has to be connected to the Connect. So with the mandatory install thing, it also ties in with the video, with the game, because when you buy a brand new game, you put it in. First of all, you have to be connected to the internet so that it can verify the game to your account. So that game will be tied to your account, and it's going to install the full game on your hard drive. So the disc is pretty much going to be useless. If you want to give that disc to someone else, or you want to sell it to someone else, and if they try to put it on their account, they will have to pay a fee. And from what I've been reading, the fee will be like a brand new game. So if you bought the game for $60, and let's say you sold it to someone and they gave you $40, they will still have to pay $60 to activate it on their account. So instead of paying $60 for a game, they're going to be paying $100. So they might as well just buy the game brand new, and you're going to be kind of asked out because you won't really be able to sell it like you will really want to, or let people borrow it. But they did say that if like you let somebody borrow it, but they use your account, they can play it without a fee. They also said that if you have multiple accounts on the same Xbox, like if you have your account and your brother and your sister is on the account as well, and you put a game on your account, and if their account is on that same console, they can play it as well without a fee. But still, having a fee for used games is horrible. I think that's complete bogus. Having to be connected at least once every 24 hours, that's pretty bogus as well, because they said that if you want to continue like playing offline, you have to keep checking your Xbox in every 24 hours to do that. So let's say if your internet goes down for a couple days, not just one day, but let's say you can't pay the bill for a week, you won't be able to really play the game if you can't have it connected within that time frame. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty stupid, to be honest. And I really don't agree with that at all. Like I don't think we should be having any type of internet requirement stuff for games, especially gaming consoles. I think that's completely wrong, and that's something I really don't agree with. And with the mandatory installs and stuff like that, because of that, they're giving you a 500 gig hard drive in every Xbox. But they did say that you won't be able to upgrade it yourself. So I don't know if later on down the road, if you want to upgrade it, you have to do it with Microsoft. But if you want to add more memory, they said that you can hook up an external hard drive to it. Just like how the Wii U can let you do that, you can do that with the Xbox One. So I guess you can do it that way as well. But knowing Microsoft, they probably have something up their sleeve about that, because especially with Microsoft, they always have like some type of priority hard drive, so you can't really just use a regular hard drive. You have to buy their special hard drive for you to use on their consoles. So yeah, like I said, as of right now, especially with all this information, because I really want to make sure that I knew what I was going to talk about before making this video. So that's why I didn't rush and make a video yesterday. I got my information, watched a lot of videos, and read articles, and made sure that things were being confirmed by actual people and not just incorrect and false information, and before making this video right here. And like I said, it seems like the Xbox One, as of right now, I'm not gonna be too hype about it because of what's going on now. If they can if some of these things will probably change in the future, and and Xbox brings the games, I might get one later down the line. But as of right now, I'm not really looking forward to it. I still will be watching their E3 and to see what the games are about, because that's the main thing anyway, the games. If they have the games, like I said, later down the line, I will be more interested in it. But as of right now, I'm not really interested in getting an Xbox One, and it's just crazy. Yeah. So, anyways, just let me know what y'all think about it. What are y'all thoughts about the Xbox reveal and information about the used games and internet requirement and all this other stuff? And as always, just thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one later. Oh, and I almost forgot. They also talked about a TV Halo series that's going to be exclusive on the Xbox One, and it's going to be directed or produced by Steven Spielberg. So I guess if you're a Halo fan, and if you wanted to see like a Halo TV series, they will have that as a service on the Xbox One. So I mean, if that's what you like, then hey, that's up to you. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.